Pound for Pound boxing show in association with 30 South and Boxing Hub. I'm reporting Jermaine alongside super featherweight sensation Raymond Ford. How you doing, champ?
Feeling great, man. How you?
Very well, very well. Raymond, obviously, I want to get straight to it in terms of you fought on undercard for Canelo versus Smith last year. How was that experience being involved in such a massive, massive card?
I mean, it felt great. It felt real great. Due to like the COVID and things like that, I felt like it kind of like robbed me of my moment a little bit because it should have been like way more people there, but like my family and everybody. But it was still cool. It was great. I loved it.
Yeah, man, you put on a fantastic display. Obviously, getting your opponent out there in the seventh round. For me, I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that fight. I watched it obviously live from my home. You look very sharp. You very promising future ahead.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I wanna ask you. Obviously, I found out a story about how you first got signed to Matchroom. Do you want to explain it how that first happened?
Yeah. All right. So after I won the national Golden Gloves in 2018. Um, Eddie Hearn, I didn't notice he followed me because I like at the time I was getting like a lot of followers and like I didn't like really see like whoever was following me because there was a lot going on. But once I noticed that he did follow me, it was like a week later, and I posted on my story, and then he replied to it, and then that's how we started talking. So
Well, I mean, how did that feel? Obviously, Eddie Hearn is over here. He's a massive, probably the best promoter in the UK by far. How
yeah.
did it feel to obviously get signed by such a massive promoter?
At first, I was a little nervous, like, cause I didn't really know what to expect with the pro game. And I was nervous just to fight and everything, like being in the camp in front of the cameras, and it was just a different ball game. It was like a new chapter to my life, so I really didn't know what to expect. I was a little nervous, but I was excited at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, that's a massive opportunity. Obviously, Matchroom is big over here in the UK, and
Yeah,
I'm sure obviously with the zone as well, you're going to be getting on some great cards going on in the future. I wanted to ask you, you sparred with some great champions leading up to some of your fights. Tevin Farmer, Tiafomi Lopez, Shakur Stevenson. How did it feel getting in there with these great champions?
it felt good getting there with them. Like it's a learning experience. I learned a lot from those experiences and sparring them. But after a while, like after sparring them a few times, it just started to feel regular, you know. So
Yeah, and you touched up on one of your interviews I've seen previously. You spoke about obviously you was sparring Tiafomi Lopez before you fought Lomachenko. How was
yeah.
that experience? Obviously going into such a massive unification fight. How was that experience being involved in that?
That was my first time actually meeting Tiafimo and sparring him. So like, going into it, I was excited about it, and I expected like a lot from him. Being though that he was fighting Lomachenko and the hype around his name. So, but like once I was in there with him sparring him, like it just felt normal. So, but he a good fighter though.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, he went on to win that fight. Some
Yeah,
become an undisputed champion. I know in the interview you said that that's your dreams. When you saw that happen to Tiafomi, you said that you wanted to follow in his footsteps and become an undisputed champion as well.
yeah, for sure, for sure. At a young age, to do it at a young age, he definitely motivated me.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. Obviously, you had some great victories in obviously your last victory, and you fought Francisco Moro and stopped him as well in great fashion. You're now obviously moved on to your 8-0. What's the
Yeah.
future hold for you? When are you looking to get back out this year?
They're telling me I should be back uh, like the beginning of April, but as far as like for the year, I want to fight, keep stepping up in competition. I want to start fighting some undefeated guys, start getting little titles on the line, and then like beginning of next year, I want to fight for a world title.
Yeah, I mean, I saw that after you won your last fight, you actually put on your comments in a caption on Instagram and saying that you wanted to fight Josh Rawlinson. Obviously, Josh
Yeah,
Rawlinson has recently vacated his IBF world title. Is that a fight you still would like to pursue?
I mean, if it's on the way to the world title, if he somehow get it back, it would still be great because you got a big name. I know they love him over there in the UK, so. But my focus on whoever get the world titles, and I felt like that was an easy fight because he was signed to match from.
You still there, champ? Just bear me 1 second. Bit of technical difficulties. We should be back with Raymond shortly. Bear with me. Yeah, if you guys don't know, obviously Raymond fought on undercard for Canelo versus Callum Smith last year in Texas. Absolutely fantastic performance, disposing his opponent in 7 rounds. Really, really good fighter, and one for the future without a doubt. Just bear me 1 second. Hopefully we're getting back on. Hopefully we're getting back on, but yeah, I've got a few questions I would like to ask him, and yeah, just bear with us 1 second. How you doing, champ?
Hey, I'm good. My bad. I was going.
No worries, man. No worries. I mean, yeah, like I was saying, you're not 8-0. You want to potentially fight one of these big names who are undefeated. I want to ask you a question. Obviously, the super featherweight division is popping at the moment, especially for young fighters like yourself. And there's a great generation of up-and-coming fighters like yourself, Chris Colbert, Archie Sharp in the UK, Zelfa Barrett, and Shakur Stevenson. How exciting is it to be a part of this generation of fighters coming up?
It feel amazing. Like I feel like this generation is like one of the best generations as far as like it being a lot of young fighters at one time, and we all just trying to become like that pound for pound, that next pound for pound future superstar of the sport. So it's great competition all around the sport right now, and I love it right now.
Yeah, I mean, I want to talk about your style. Obviously, what I like about your style is that you're very accurate with your punches, and you possess a lot of power in your punches. And you really do sit on your punches. I like it really, and you really got a good jab. I want to ask you, obviously, who was your inspiration growing up? Who was your boxing inspiration?
It was just Floyd Mayweather. Like when I first got into boxing, that's all I used to watch. I used to watch all his 24/7s, like all them episodes, every fight of his. And then like as I started getting into boxing more, I started watching like more amateurs because I was in amateurs. So I had to, make my style an amateur style in order to be successful in amateurs. So I was watching guys like Shakur Stevenson, Rashid Warren, a few guys that was coming up. Yeah, that's all I could think of right now. But it was a lot of guys coming up that I used to watch, and yeah, that's how that went.
Funny you mentioned Floyd. Just I watched obviously your fight when you fought last year on undercard for Canelo, and some of the commentators were saying you have to, obviously they comparing you with Floyd, saying you have similar fighting stances and stuff like that, where you weave and duck shots. People were saying obviously comparing you to Floyd. How does that feel when you hear people talk about you and compare you to such a legend in the game?
Yeah, I mean, it felt good because it's like I'm so early in the game and they already comparing me to somebody that I look up to. Like that's my favorite fighter ever. So it felt good, but at the same time, like I'm still making my own name for myself. And they say I fight like Floyd, but I don't really feel like I fight like Floyd. I feel like I got my own little style. I put different styles together in my style. But I feel like they just compare it like as far as like the speed and the defense. So that's something that I kind of like took from him. So I get it. I understand it. I definitely do.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, you do remind me in some ways of a young Floyd. Obviously, when he was getting opponents out of the ring early in his career. So you do have similarities there. I want to ask you, obviously, you've got some great champions in the division as well. Not just young champions that are champions now. The likes of obviously Tank, who could go up in size. Josh Warrington. We got over here Kate Galahad, who could be fighting for the IBF World Title against Jazza Dickens. We've got Frampton Heron, which is going to be happening next month.
Wait, is Kate Galahad 130? Because that's the 130 division. I think you're saying. I'm at 126.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry, yeah. So yeah, obviously Kid Galahad is going to go up. Yeah, he's a bit bigger.
He moved up.
Obviously, I think he did move up after his last last fight. I'm not too sure with his last fight with Josh Warrington. Obviously, they were obviously in negotiations to try and make a deal happen, and obviously Josh had to vacate his IBF, unfortunately. But obviously, you got Frampton Herring as well. I want to ask you about that fight. How do you see that fight going between Carl Frampton and Jamal Herring next month?
To be honest, I don't even watch them, so like I really can't even like. I really don't even know. Like I don't know. I know a little bit of Frampton. Like I seen him fight Lee Santa Cruz. He put up some good fights with him. But like as far as like Jamal Henry, I really don't. I really never watched him, so I can't really say.
Yeah. Okay. I want to ask you, obviously, when you look at the fight sometime this year. I mean, any idea on an opponent you might be looking to fight?
To be honest, I really don't even know too many people in my division besides the world champions. But I've been calling like other prospects like Sean Garcia, but I really don't think that fight gonna happen. So like now I'm just trying to find somebody else to like start something up with, and hopefully they can get in there with me.
Yeah, it's a question I asked to a lot of fighters. I want to ask you, what's the favorite location you would love to fight in a possible world title fight? What's your favorite venue? What's your favorite venue you would love to fight at if you could possibly have a world title fight?
Probably the Wembley's in the UK. Cause I know like the crowd over there, it'd be crazy. Like it's just like the whole feeling. Like I know it's a lot of people there, and at the O2, like I know like the fans out there, they just crazy. So I would love to go over there.
We love our boxing over here in the UK. We absolutely love it. I mean, obviously, like I said, you'll love to fight in these stadiums here because, yeah, the atmosphere is always, you always get sold out stadium fights, and the atmosphere over here is absolutely buzzing. So, 100% is a great location to fight at.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah. So I want to ask you, obviously, what's it like, obviously, being signed on the Eddie and. Obviously, a lot of people talk about Eddie. He basically looks after his fighters, gets some good fights. What's it like being under Eddie Hearn?
It's cool. I feel like it's cool being under him. Like, he a cool dude. When I had my meeting with him when I first met him, it was like a good vibe. So that's what like really made me want to sign to him. Like, and the business was good too. So, but nah, it's cool being under him. They show love. They post. They promote you how you should be promoted. And, they get your name out there. So I definitely love
it. Yeah. It's another question I always ask you. Obviously, we'll talk a bit about your last fight I watched against Juan Antonio Lopez.
Yeah.
Like I said, you boxed very, very well. I think slowly might be getting back into the fight, and then you caught him with a great right hook. Let's talk about that right hook, because when he first went down, I thought he might get up.
Yeah.
But then when you see the replay of the shot, you see the power of the shot, and you're like, wow. Yeah. You can see why he didn't get up. Let's talk about that. When you landed it, how did you feel?
When I landed it, I thought he was going to get up too, but I didn't throw that punch hard at all. Like, the way I set it up, I see like he kept like dropping his left hand. So I kept trying to like come around. And if you see like the whole fight from the beginning of the fight, like I was trying to set it up. I caught him with the same shot in the first round. But I've been trying to set that up the whole night. But like I guess that shot was just the one that he really didn't see. As you can see, he dropped both of his hands, and I caught it right on the money. So, but I did think he was going to get up. I ain't really put too much power into it. I just kind of like placed it at the right time, threw it at the right time. A lot of people didn't think it was a hook though. Like from the angle on TV, I guess they thought it was like a jab or something. Like they said they didn't even see the shot. But yeah, I thought he was going to get back up. And if he did got back up, I was just going to, press him and get him out of there. Either the ref was going to stop him, or I was just going to end up hurting him again. So.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you landed some great shots there. You started, I think, as the fight went on, you started getting stronger towards the end again. And like I said, it was a great shot stopping your opponent.
Yeah.
Let's talk a bit about the main event. Obviously, Canelo versus Smith. What did you think of that fight?
I felt like it was a good fight, but I didn't think Calvin Smith really went in there to win. I felt like he was just showing too much respect to Canelo. But Canelo is a beast. Like he's strong. Like you can see, he's physically strong in there. He was punching his his arms, his shoulders and stuff, like making his arms tired or wear him down. Like he was just wearing them down, breaking them down. But it was a good fight though. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's like I said, obviously, Canelo is a beast. He's a beast, man.
Yeah.
And I was actually impressed the way he was landing those shots to the arm and actually taking away Callum's left hand. You actually see some of Callum's shots, some of his knockouts. He's actually coming with his throwing that left hand, and you actually see Canelo nullify that. It was very clear and it paid dividends.
Yeah. Wait. I think your connection like a little off.
Oh, can you hear me now?
It's like staticky.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you one more question before I let you go, chap. Yeah, what's the future for Raymond Ford? What's the future in 2022?
2022, I'm gonna be a world champion in 2022. I know that for a fact. Like I'm calling out all the top guys in my division, and I'm gonna clear out the whole division. I probably won't be able to do it during like the whole 2022, but hopefully we can get all these guys in there, all these world champions, so we can unify and I become undisputed, and then I can just hurry up and move to 130 where it's bigger fights at and bigger money at.
100%. So obviously, you mentioned some champions. And is there any champions you maybe look to fight next year? Obviously, I want to hear some names, man. I want to hear some names.
Say it again.
Is there any champions you're eyeing up in the moment? Any champions in your division that you would like to fight maybe next year?
I think you said I'm trying to like figure out what you said. I think you said, is there any champions in my division that I want to fight next year?
Yeah, that's correct.
I mean, Navarrete. Josh Warrington was like the main guy that I had my eyes on, but he vacated. So Navarrete for sure. Gary Russell, if he's staying at 126, I'm not sure what he's doing. He'd be calling out guys at 135, so I don't know. But that would be a big fight, like especially like for the East Coast. We can make that fight on the East Coast, somewhere probably like New York or something. But who else? I don't know the other guy that's in the division who got the belt. I don't know his names. But yeah, I'm trying to make fights with whoever, anybody. I need my title shot by next year for sure.
Brilliant. One more thing before I let you go. Quick message for your fans before I let you go.
Make sure y'all keep tuning in, man. My fight date gonna be coming out real soon. Right now, I'm just staying in the gym, spending a little time with my family, but I will be back real soon. Stay tuned.
Brilliant, champ. Thank you very much. I wish you all the best in your next fight, and God bless.
Thank you. God bless you.
Take care, man.